What's happening? RPG Fantasy Sports. Visit my site, rpgfantasysportsdoc.com. That's doc.com. Check it out. Articles, start, sit, all that good stuff. You can also go to the services portion, buy certain week increments, and in that time you can ask unlimited questions to me, and I can help you win your league. I'm RPG. This is my boy Ron Burgundy. Ron got into some extracurricular activities last night, so he's not up to par today, so we're going to give him a break. Week 5. I can't believe we're already almost a third through the fantasy season. It goes so quickly. A lot of injuries again this week. Not as bad as last week, and anything in fantasy football, there's always going to be injuries. There just seems to be a lot more real early. Not out for the season kind of injuries, but sit there and look at your lineup 5 minutes beforehand and wonder if you're doing the right decision kind of injuries, and that's no fun. Jay Cutler, Michael Vick, out this week. McFadden, Marino, LaShawn McCoy, about as doubtful can be. I don't think any of them play. Andre Johnson, Austin Collie, Pierre Thomas. We don't know much about all of them. I think Andre Johnson plays, but those high ankle sprains are real tough. So you got to check the inactives list. Get up a little bit early, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Make sure they're playing, because when you look at the injuries, plus the 4 teams on a bye, it's really hard to field a good team right now with these injuries and with byes. So do yourself a favor and do the due diligence. Check out the inactives and at least put in a squad that's healthy. If some of these guys are hurt, most of their backups are pretty much garbage. But you do have Chris Ivory, Michael Bush, and Pierre Garçon, who looks like he's going to play this week. Those guys are all upgraded big time if these guys don't play, especially Michael Bush, who I like a lot if McFadden's out. Some other storylines. Will Ray Rice get going? You wasted a top 5 pick on him. He's done nothing, hasn't scored a touchdown. I think he has like 230 total yards, something like that, probably a little bit more. I encourage you not to freak out. The first 4 opponents, at least 3 of them are real tough. The Jets, Cincy, and Pittsburgh, all real tough. Cleveland, he had over 100 yards before he hurt his knee. So I really think he's a good buy low candidate right now. If you can get him in the next couple weeks, do so, because once he blows up, which could be this week against Denver, his schedule gets easier as we go along. You're going to wish you traded for him. Will the Chiefs remain undefeated? I can't believe we're only 4 weeks through. Last year we went 12 weeks, 13 weeks having undefeated teams. Now there's only 1 undefeated team in the Chiefs. They got to go into Indy. Indy, who just got beat by Jacksonville with like a 58-yard field goal. They're 2-2. I think the Chiefs are in a little bit of trouble. Peyton Manning's going to be... I got to play against Peyton Manning in one of my leagues, and Reggie Wayne. And I'm playing against every Colt but Garçon and the Colts defense. So I need a lot of Mike Hart, second string back, runs into the end zone, or I'm in trouble. But I think the Colts beat them pretty bad. Although, you know what? The Chiefs are coming off a bye. They're going to be well prepared for the game, but Peyton Manning's too tough at home. Ron Burgundy's game of the week. Surprise, surprise, Minnesota at New York. Brett Favre going back to where he played 1 year for the Jets before he completely fizzled out towards the end of that season. Randy Moss playing against Darrelle Revis a lot quicker than he thought he would. I think the plan this game is to snap the ball, go back, 3-step drop, maybe a 5-step drop, although I don't think the Jets are going to give Brett Favre 5 steps, and then just throw the ball up to Moss. There's no way Moss has got any kind of concept of that playbook, but they want to get him involved. They're just going to throw it up. I think that frees up Percy Harvin a little bit. At the same time, Mark Sanchez is playing great. LT looks like he's about 20. Sean Green is going to come on in the second half, I have a feeling, when they start to ease LT back for the playoffs. Should be a good game in New York. Brett Favre, Monday night, you never know what's going to happen. So, RPG's tip of the week. Tip number 2. I did my tip last week. It was well received by the 7 of you that watched it. Thank you. RPG's tip of the week. 12-team leagues. Some standard leagues are 10. I read some articles on different websites. I'm not going to name them. I don't understand how a standard league is 10 teams. That to me says I don't have enough friends to play in fantasy football, so we're going to do 10. The whole point being that it's hard because you have so many great players. That's the toughest part about it. There's way too many good guys on the waiver wire. I think it takes a lot of strategy out. It's just basically a luck game. I've got 4 top 20 wide receivers. I can start 3 of them. You put the wrong guy in. I don't know. I don't like it. In 14-team leagues, though more challenging, you can't do divisions. And divisions is one of the best parts of fantasy football, I think. In both of my leagues, I'm in divisions. And you get like a mini rivalry going. You play them the first 3 games and the last 3 games. It's great. So let's stay away from the 10 and 14-team leagues. I mean, if you're in like 16 leagues, oh, by all means. I think it'd be fun to be in like a 16-team league because then you're getting really crazy and you're having to draft super sleepers. But if you're only in a couple and you do it recreationally, meaning you're in a couple leagues, let's stick to the 12-team league. I think it's better. So anyway, week 5 is going to be exciting stuff. RPG is going to be out of town with Mrs. RPG for some little R&R. So I won't be watching many of the games, but I'll have my phone on at the pool as much as I can. I'm looking forward to that. A little post-anniversary celebration for me and Mrs. RPG, so I'm looking forward to that. Enjoy week 5. Again, visit my site, rpgfantasysportsdoc.com. Check it out. It's got real good stuff. I guarantee you'll like it. I'm RPG. This is Ron Burgundy. Enjoy week 5. Looking forward to it. See ya. Burgundy!